so years old, or is it billions? Billions of years old.
Well, I mean, Old
Some
Testament says one.
argument could be made for both.
Well, Old
Time
Testament.
doesn't exactly work the same.
Ah. At least one of you grasps the idea.
That
Haven't
sounds
you,
like
haven't you heard that joke with God and $1 million?
no.
I told you the Earth was created in 7 days, but those days could have lasted for billions of years.
Then they wouldn't be days.
But they could be.
Well,
I
Reality
mean,
existed on many different layers.
okay,
if we're talking about literally right this second, a day on Mars lasts like, I've forgotten, but CJ would probably know. It's like 3 days on Earth.
that's completely different, though. That's because Mars is on a different rotation. We measure our days by the rotation of the sun.
Everything is true, but just by a different standard.
You're not here.
That's right.
Technically, your immortal minds based on the rotation of the Earth, not the sun.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to eject this conversation and just believe that you're an angel, because that makes sense with everything I've seen up to this point.
Another question.
Hmm.
Do you believe in the story of Adam and Eve, or that humanity descended from wild African apes?
I have a lot of very mixed. I keep hearing a lot of different shit about that. You know,
I mean-
vampire religion is a thing.
I mean, for starters, it wasn't African apes. That's actually a misconception. Also, I don't really know if I can buy the Adam and Eve story, but I don't think I can dismiss it, considering how the werewolves have their own version of events of how they came to exist. So, you know.
A werewolf, is that what you are? Okay.
Woo!
What if I
Jesse
told you
just-
all those stories were potentially true? In different facets of reality.
I'd call you a cop out.
I say I would accuse you of using multiverse theory and immediately quit this.
It's not a multiverse theory. In beginning of creation, we saw each of those facets. We experienced them. We were in them simultaneously.
Sounds like multiverse to me.
It is a simple way for you to understand.
So
Dog,
everything,
Jesus Christ.
so everything works like layers, happens at the same time, but at different times, and they all take place in
They're having
different
a
history.
fucking moment.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they're
While you're dealing with that, I'm gonna try and close and reopen Discord because it is apparently one of the things bleeding memory on my computer. Like literally everything's just like bleed memory.
Hold on a second.
having
Okay.
heckin'.
In stream, you're gonna be stuck with just me for a second while I close a bunch of shit and hopefully get Discord up without anything breaking.
Please.
Right. Just us now, guys. Just us now. Well, also silence. The sound of silence. I don't know what went on. I can't read anything either. Actually, I can read it through OBS, which is weird. Like Chrome and all of that shit's currently closed while I try and fix all the stuff. Let's see here. So even though I closed Spotify, it's still feeding like a continuously increasing like a gig of memory, which is not how that's supposed to work. Okay, that's closed. Excellent. Okay. That bit's working now. That seems to be fine. I'm going to close this. That. Okay, now here's where I open up Chrome and hope that it's not going to be a piece of fucking shit at me. Okay, technology, we got this. We end. Okay, CPU usage looks fine. No big memory bleed. Okay. Okay, that bit works. Now to actually get back into Discord. And that's not gonna fuck me either. It's definitely not running smoothly. I'll have to like restart my computer. I'll probably do a registry clean before I do, just in case there's some little malicious shit sneaking around on my machine. Myself. Good, that should be running.
The other bits.
Hey.
There is a scowl. Hey, must be the money.
Hopefully.
She also slept with Satan.
Yeah, it was
Well,
fun.
everything slept with Satan at one point or another.
All right. But
Satan-
what if? What again
Satan
was he
discovered
saying?
Satan discovered he had a penis, and he actually liked it.
What was the prince, a man formerly known as Prince, saying?
1 second, I gotta deal with the dogs.
Okay.
Try
I'm gonna
telling
listen-
people I'm in the
I'm-
middle of a game, and I just leave my door open. So be right back.
Okay. I don't know. Religion seems complicated, and I always used to be like an atheist, so that's a weird place to be in.
Especially when angels exist.
I mean, I did for a moment, a brief moment, even though I wasn't supposed to look, see Lara for like how she looks, and it's sure something.
I feel like you shouldn't be having this conversation while Third's AFK.
I didn't know she was.
Yeah, she was BRB.
She literally
Yeah.
just said that before,
Oh.
seconds before you started talking.
Mine was still going, hey, you're starting a bunch of shit back up again.
No, she has to deal with dogs.
Alright. Let's open up C Cleaner and just have a quick rummage around in my registry and make sure that it's not going to be fucky at me.
A good idea.
Yeah, and me and Chad are actually Chad and Merzinta, I guess, are having a rather interesting little talk about religious history in the chat here. And yeah, it's kind of interesting how Samael, Lucifer, and Satan over time just got rolled into one character. Or was Samael one of his original names?
Yeah, let's see. Originally they were separate, but I'm trying to see where it was that Samael was associated with the Ha-Satan.
Oh, the spirit of the accuser from the Old Testament.
Yeah,
Yeah, back then he wasn't evil. He literally just called you out for your bullshit when you're being judged.
Dating. Seek. Hopefully.
This has been fun so far. And
Okay,
okay,
fucking dogs. Fucking dogs and people. Fuck them both.
Yep. I mean, don't
Fuck.
fuck your-
Metaphorically.
don't fuck your dogs.
Okay. Where were we?
Faith.
Yes,
Yes.
I remember I was accusing him of multiverse theory. So you're talking about different histories that all happened at the same time.
Not different histories, the same history.
Hmm.
Adam and Eve were both two individuals, as well as a long line of man-like apes.
So what you're saying is everybody's got it right, except they got it wrong because they act like the other parts didn't happen.
Because they see only one picture.
And all the pictures are
But
happening,
he sees all the layers.
but if the pictures contradict themselves?
Then you're not seeing everything.
I'm gonna check in the spirit world to see if my friends are okay now.
Have fun.
Very well. I
Who's
do
going to-
wonder
Tell the others that the TV show is discontinued.
wonder if that is one of them many layers, fragmented from the whole.
like an ogre.
You're not here.
Nah, that's what I thought.
Actually, since you guys are already gotten to the zoo, are you about to like pop into your bodies the moment I'm about to look into the spirit?
Potentially. So let's swap back to Laura and Eddie. The zoo is a strange place. It seems to be both in equal parts a wild, untamed area and a prison.
This is strange.
More strange than you would have expected, or simply strange?
Okay. Do you remember back on like the movie on like Galaxy Pictures? Everything was kind of like at Galaxy Pictures, but different.
Yes.
Kind of like if you looked at it through a warped mirror. We're at the zoo now, and this is the zoo's reflection in the spirit. Yes, it's a place for wild animals, but this is also a place where wild animals are kept and confined. So you see the towers there along the grasslands. You see it?
Yes.
Yeah. Some things are just reflected strangely.
Well, if their restraint is adequate, we should have relatively little to fear, yes?
We're going into a zoo. I've never dealt with spirits like this before, but we'll find.
How will we know that which we seek? And how long will you need to transit across it?
You'll know.
And my second question?
Shouldn't take too long. A couple seconds. If I do it right.
How many times have you done this?
Couple dozen.
Well, that is good enough for me. Lead the way.
Alright, so just following the little mental map to go
Mhm.
deeper into the zoo. Trying to guide my way over to the locust.
The map leads you on a twisty path through the zoo, where a few spirits of imprisonment seem to cage forlorn-looking animal spirits. And a bulbous, grotesque spirit wanders by eating a corn dog. Got like 5 corn dogs in each hand.
Hmm. Consumerism?
Gluttony.
Consumption, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking just America.
No, America. To be quite, don't even make jokes. America's too massive for us to comprehend.
I am aware, trust me, I have also read these books.
Oh, okay, so that's what that looks like. Oh, another thing that I've been figuring out. Typically, never. Here's the thing: if you ever have to travel in the spirit world again, never eat processed food. It doesn't end up well here.
Please do not feel as if you have to explain.
No, just it's a bad idea. Bad idea.
All right. So the path leads you to the zoo's star attraction.
The lion.
The tiger exhibit.
Oh boy.
How joyous!
It is a large pit. Where the tigers are on basically like a small island. You know, it's a decent sized little chunk of grass and rock surrounded by like a little moat and then the walls up.
I'd imagine it looks much more prison cell than a normal zoo
It
exhibit.
looks a bit more wild than Prison Celly.
All right. Do I see
The locust is
pigeon?
bubbling up in the middle of the little island.
All right. Do you see that bubbly thing in the middle?
I assume I do that, right?
Yeah, it's like a little wellspring of light, almost liquidy in a way.
Yes, I see that.
Good. I suppose I will call down to the tigers. Hello, hello. Can you hear
Let's see. Roll a d10. There's no tigers present at the moment.
me? Oh,
The markings around this place clearly indicate that it's for It's the tiger exhibit. But you don't see any.
Hmm. That's not normal.
What?
There should be tigers here.
Well, tigers are predators and they utilize stealth in their hunting. There may well be some.
Hmm.
Both of you roll wits composure.
Sure. And I get to, like we discussed last time, I had my, permanent faith to this, yeah?
That's to,
Although aren't your
That's
dice
just-
pools currently reduced by being here?
Yeah, they're halved.
rough. Is it your permanent faith to detect stealth things, or
Any mundane methods of illusion and trying to pierce concealment or stealth. Yeah,
Okay,
when
yeah.
trying to pierce concealment or stealth, a demon may add permanent faith to their roll.
yeah, add that?
Like that was the phrasing you agreed on. So I get to roll 4 dice, so I'm just going to do a simple roll with 4 dice.
Okay. Yeah. You both see a pair of eyes looking up at you from the moat. Pair of gleaming yellow eyes.
Yes. Hello? I would like to, before I intrude, I would like to speak to one of the beings in this territory. You there? Hello.
A voice from just behind your ear says, "Then speak."
Oh,
Spooky.
hi. We would just like to, for a moment, borrow the use of your locus. We need it to return home.
You wish to claim what is ours.
No, not claim. Just use.
If you wish to use what is ours, then we wish to use what is yours. And a gleaming mouthful of teeth appears next to the eyes. Let us feast upon which is yours, and we will let you use which is ours.
I'm willing to trade.
This is what we offer. Equal trade. Hopefully that whispering is not too quiet. I get close to the mic. But if it's
We can hear you.
okay,
Yeah.
good.
And in your feasting, how much do you desire from me? I can pay in essence.
We will take a leg.
You didn't need that leg.
You are in your spirit body. I mean, it'll hurt,
You'll get it back.
but it's not your physical body.
It will hurt like a bitch, but it does grow back. Very well. And she will require no payment.
Her payment is yours.
Very well. Switching back to English. Okay, Lalu, we are allowed to use the locust. I just have to make a payment when we get there.
By those teeth, I assume it is not as simple a payment as the others.
They were simple spirits. This is the spirit of a predator. I suppose we can head down to the locust then.
What have they asked of you?
A leg.
A leg.
Yeah, this will be fine.
Fine. Forgive me, Eddie. While I am aware you can walk upon water, I do not wish to see you hop for the remainder of your days.
Don't worry. This is just how the spirit works. And I suppose Eddie will head down to the pit and I guess approach the island. And Lalu can come with.
Yeah, I'll be following there a little nervously.
It is a bit of a climb down, so please make dexterity athletics checks.
Oh boy, I get a pool of 2 dice. Wow!
Bravo! This it deserves a little bit of a golf clap.
Woo!
You do not split your chin because the spirit of Lard no longer rests within you.
Just walk to the locust, Laura. And when we get there, I'll be making our payment, and then we can leave.
You guys have to wade across some water, get towards the island, which you see a few more eyes pop up around. They're not all in the water either. Some of them just appear on the wall.
Alright, are we at the locust?
Yeah. You guys climb up the island and see the bubbling wellspring before you.
So, now what? Do I just jump in and wait for your newly piratical form on the other side?
No. No, it doesn't quite work that way.
Now, we claim our payment.
Take what's yours.
And from the water will rise a figure. It doesn't seem to have a body at first until colors start to seep into it. It was not necessarily concealing itself, it just had no physical form at first. Orange and black stripes appear on it, a long, sinuous body that's not quite entirely feline. A pair of long, spindly horns appear on its head, and it practically slithers towards you with powerful paws that just contain jagged claws. It is more like a fusion of a Chinese dragon and a tiger. It will place one hefty paw upon your leg and raise the other. And with a quick swipe, it tears the leg off at like mid-thigh.
Come on, we're going home.
Strangely, this does no damage to your body. But how much essence do you have left?
I'm currently sitting at 8 out of 12.
Then taking the leg takes 3. And it brings the leg up and kind of rips a chunk of spirit flesh from it like a drumstick.
Ooh, tasty.
Now you can collect your side of the payment.
Payment has been made.
Bar.
Lalu, stand on the locust, and Eddie will just hop over. Take my hands. And watch for vertigo.
It is a good thing that you just projected your body and you didn't go fully in there.
That is actually a power I do not physically possess. Yet.
Because if you were physically in the spirit realm,
That
you would just
potentially
appear
filter me.
in the actual tiger pit in the zoo. Which is
But now
probably why
we-
this place hasn't been claimed by werewolves.
But now, like, we snap back to our bodies, right? With this power.
Let's see. I think yes.
Yeah, it just snaps us back to our bodies.
Doot.
To enter the Shadow Realm, the character need only lie down, make a single roll to return to their body, must find a locus, and make another roll. If the character's body is alive, he immediately returns to the body.
Yep. Okay. Then, as Yvonne, CJ, Jesse, and Terrence are discussing the many facets of reality. Laura and Eddie wake back up. Eddie, you
guys-
have immense pain in your leg. It's like a static feeling all up and down your leg.
That's gonna take a while to heal. Fuck.
Oh, hi guys.
CGLB right there with the.
Sweet son of a fuck.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Ah.
Alright, what's the roll for this again?
What the fuck happened to you guys?
Payment was made.
So
That means nothing to me.
Laura is taking revelatory form. What does everybody have to roll to not break their minds?
I think you did roll it worked like lunacy, so most of them don't actually have to. It's just poor Jay.
Hi. Don't worry though, because I'm so
Possibly
popped
Eddie,
up.
I forget.
I'm so popped up on peyote that I won't even know.